Hey, welcome back in YouTube. Today we're going to whip up some delicious sauteed squash and zucchini. Good, quick, delicious side dish. I hope you enjoy. All right, guys, we're going to make a quick sauteed zucchini and squash. Got our squash here. Then we have a couple decent sized zucchini. These zucchini and squash have been washed already. We're also going to use a small onion, that's a yellow onion, and some of this green pepper. And we're going to use a little bit of minced garlic. So as far as your squash is concerned, you just want to cut them into little medallions like this, about that size. Squash has a tendency to get really, really mushy. So you want to keep it a little bit thicker. That way you just don't have really thin mush when you saute it up. A lot of people like to boil their squash and eat it that way. I'm not a big fan of squash that way. But, you know, you can pretty much eat it however you like. This is not something that we grew up eating a whole lot of growing up. And squash is one of those vegetables where it kind of is like a blank canvas. You can kind of season it and flavor it however you like. So that's why I do like it. I do like it roasted as well with potatoes and carrots and sweet potatoes and zucchini. So just kind of cutting it on a bias and keeping my medallions about just under 1/4 of an inch. All right, guys, let me finish cutting up my veggies. I'm gonna get my onion and pepper together, then I'll bring you guys back when we get to the stove. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. We've got our skillet on a medium heat. Just gonna add in a little bit of olive oil down at the bottom here, and we're gonna begin to saute our zucchini, our squash. Now we're doing this similarly to how I did the fried potatoes, which you can see in the video up above. But the difference is we're going to add in our green pepper and our onion right off the bat, along with the zucchini and the squash. It does not take the zucchini and the squash as long to cook as the potatoes, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my peppers and onions in, you know, right away with it. That way everything can get done together. When I do my potatoes, I do my potatoes in the pan first and get them off started first before I add in my onion. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and allow it to get a little bit of color and saute up, like I said, with our potatoes, and get a little bit of color on them before we add in any seasoning and move in any further. Okay, we've had our zucchini and squash going now for about 3 or 4 minutes. Now we're just going to go ahead and begin to just flip it and rotate your veggies. You can see on some of the pieces we have a nice little sear color going on. That's what you want with your zucchini and squash. Now you may not get the exact color that you will out of potatoes because there's not quite as much starch in them, but you still can get a good color on them. And that's what you want to do before you go ahead and add in your seasoning and on your lid. All right, we've been cooking and now another 2 or 3 minutes. Now I'm just going to add in about a tablespoon of minced garlic. I like that garlicky flavor to go with my veggies. Now, if you're not a garlic fan, you can omit that altogether. But I definitely wanted to add some into our saute here. So just add about a tablespoon in. Just going to get it mixed up real well and continue to let it go. All right, so we've been sauteing now for about 6 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead on and add in our lid. Now we're going to begin to start trying to get these veggies tender to the point we want. So I've had the lid on my zucchini now for about 5 minutes. And now we're going to go ahead on and add in our seasoning. I'm going to use this Kingsford garlic and herb seasoning. It's really, really good. If you don't have that, you know, you can use complete seasoning. If you don't have complete, you can just use, you know, salt, pepper, a little Italian seasoning as well. I'm also going to be adding in some pink Himalayan sea salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. Simple seasonings on this. You don't really want to go overboard with that, but these seasonings that I'm using are really, really good. And as you can see, once we begin to flip again, we have a really nice color on the zucchini, and it's just about done. So now it's just a matter of getting it to the tenderness that you like your vegetables, or that you like your zucchini rather. Like I said, I don't want it overly mushy or anything like that. So we're just about ready with ours. But if you like yours a little softer, you can go ahead and go a little further. If you like them a little more firm, you could pull it right now and you would be perfectly fine and ready to go. You can see how good it looks. You can see I still have a nice, a lot of body to the vegetables, and they're not all mush or falling apart. So this is exactly what you want right here, guys. All right, guys, and here's our zucchini and squash plated up. Nice and delicious, beautiful color on it. Seasoned just right, a nice light seasoning on it. And we did pair this and serve it with some yellow rice and the salmon that I prepared. You can also see that video in the iCard up above. So I recommend that you give this recipe a try. Let me know what you guys think, and I hope you enjoy. I appreciate you guys watching with me today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of my upcoming videos. And until the next time, guys, God bless you. I'll see you around.